Hey guys, welcome back to Essentially Unique DIY. So today we're going to talk about why I chose Young Living. Okay, so I chose Young Living because I'm paying for what I get. Okay, I am not paying for any kind of chemicals inside my stuff. I'm not paying for any kind of water. I'm paying for what I get. And I know what I'm getting because we have a thing, it's called Seed to Seal. So Seed to Seal is basically our testing system to help ensure that our friends, our Young Living customers are getting what they deserve, okay? So Seed to Seal is basically, they plant the seed, they cultivate it, they distill it, they test it numerous times, and then they seal it and ship it to us. So Young Living has owned so many farms. They own all of their farms, okay? From Africa to the United States to Europe to everywhere. So Utah, Ohio, I can't remember any other places. I know those are the two big ones that I know for sure that I really, really want to go see. So they literally will go out there and inspect their farms. With anybody that's out there working on them, they will question them. They will ask them like how everything is going, making sure that they're not using any kind of pesticides, any of that kind of stuff that could get into our systems. So our plants are hand weeded. There's no pesticides used, no chemicals, no weed killers. They're harvested at their peak. They do not harvest them young. They wait until they're at their very peak and then they harvest them. They do so many testings, like I said before. I mean, when I tell you they test them, like 3 to 4 times they test them before they'll even ship them out to make sure that they're 100% good to go. And they literally come from the farm to our home. Like, it's not, Seed to Seal is not our slogan. It's our promise. Sorry. It is a promise from Young Living to us that they will make sure that we are getting what we deserve to get, okay? So this can come into why other companies sell their oils so cheaply, okay? I say that they sell them cheaply because you can't buy a dozen roses for $3, okay? You just can't. An ounce of rose oil literally takes 60,000 rose blossoms just to provide 1 ounce of rose oil. That's a lot of roses. So why would I be paying $4 for a bottle of rose oil when I don't know what's in it? Because I already know roses are expensive. So why would my oil be expensive? So what else is in there? So basically what other companies end up doing is taking the leftover distilled trash water and putting that inside of their bottles and adding fragrance to it, which is not good for you. And you literally put that through your system, through your body, and they think it's okay. And it's not. It's really not okay because that affects our health. And yes, I'm very passionate about this. And this is one of my main reasons is because I wanted to turn my family's health lifestyle around. I wanted us to have a healthier lifestyle where we didn't have the fragrance around the house. We had natural, non-synthetic oils and things around my house that didn't cause us to wheeze and cough when we were using them. If you're using your cleaners and you're coughing because it's so strong, that's probably not good for you. Like, seriously, it's really not. But anyways, back to this whole cheap thing. Yes, companies do it. And the companies that they're there, they don't own their own farms. If you call them, you can, like Young Living, you can straight up call them and talk to them and ask them any kind of questions that you want to about their Seed to Seal and about their oils and anything. And they'll be glad to answer anything. You can't do that with all the rest of them because they're going to tell you, oh, we can't disclose that, or no, you can't go look at our farms. Whereas Young Living, you can actually go to their farms and actually go through them and look at them and enjoy it. Okay. So that's another great thing about Young Living. But other companies, they use pesticides. They use chemical solvents to extract the oils to pull more of it out. And that's not okay. They dilute it with cheaper oils and carrier oils. You will never, yes, they do say that they are 100% pure. But if they were 100% pure, they would not cost you $1. I'm sorry. They just wouldn't, okay? So I'm just gonna be done about that, because that's just, it's beyond mind-blowing how many companies will sit there and tell you that a bottle of lavender is going to cost you $1 at your local Dollar Tree, and it tells you can't use it on skin irritations. Lavender is one of your most sensitive oils that you can use on skin irritations, and it will help you. Sorry. Anyways, so with Young Living, the reason why we chose the oils was just because we wanted to be a more cleanliness of home. Like, instead of having candles, we use our diffusers. My kids struggled with sleeping, and we have found a sleeping remedy with our essential oils that actually helps them go to sleep and stay asleep all night. So what parent doesn't like to be able to sleep all night long? My kids are 6 and 8 years old, and they'll still come up in my room talking about how they can't go back to sleep or they're having nightmares. So we have done multiple things. You know, we've put them on medication that didn't work. We put them with leaving their bedroom lights on when they're slept the night. That didn't work. We've tried so many things that we just ran out of options. So this was a kind of like our last, like, hey, let's do this. Let's try this, you know, let's see. Because everybody will tell you when you become an oily person that you're crazy, that this stuff doesn't work. I promise you, I will not lie. If it doesn't work for somebody, I will literally buy their kits back from them if it doesn't work for them, because I know it works. I'm that confident in Young Living that this stuff works, okay? So when you literally, if you think about anything that you're doing in your household, if you're using your toothpaste, your deodorant, anything, you name it, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, any of that kind of stuff in the morning times, what's crazy is that an average woman puts on 300 chemicals a day to her body, and 80 of those products are before breakfast. That's super, super crazy. I never even, like, when someone told me that, my mind was blown. I did not understand, like, it's like a computer I cannot compute type of thing. But literally, like, once I started reading the ingredients, I started doing my research on them, I was like, why am I putting this on my body? No wonder why I've had headaches. I get nausea on some products. Like, I never really understood why until I started doing my research. And then once I found out what my research was, that's my problem. So I made the switch, and I have been chemical free for the last 9 months on myself as a whole. My kids as well. They are 100% no chemicals. They have Young Living shampoo. Their toothpaste is Young Living. Their diffusers are Young Living. Their lotion, you name it, they have Young Living products. They don't use regular products anymore. I do not either. And that helps us out a lot. Like, I've seen it, my husband's seen it, that we have literally changed our lifestyle around, okay? So, are they safe? A lot of people do ask me this. So there are certain oils that are photosensitive. And these are typically your citrus ones, your lemon, your grapefruit, bergamot. Most of the citrus ones, you don't want to go, after you apply them to your skin, you don't really want to go outside, because it has kind of it'll kind of probably give you a skin irritation, okay? So they are photosensitive. Oh, I cannot say that word. when you're using them on your skin, you always want to look out for redness, especially if this is your first time using them. So you always want to just test a little small spot first and then go from there. Dilute oils with children if you have to. All of the Young Living oils do have a dilution, a how-to on the back of their labels. So it tells you how many drops to use with what carrier oil, so on and so forth. And don't ever put them near your eyes. If you do get in your eyes, just get a little cotton, like cotton balls, and kind of dab it at the corners of your eyes to help suck up that oil that might be in your eyes, because peppermint does burn your eyes. I know from experience, and it's not very fun. Okay. We do have internal use oils that you can use internally use only, and they are our Vitality lines. They are our white labels. I actually brought some down here to show you guys. So this is our Vitality line. As you can see, it has a white label. It tells you the ingredients in there. It tells you that it's 100% pure therapeutic grade essential oil. And then it has you peel up the label. And right here, it tells you the dilution. So it says put 2 drops in a capsule and take 3 times daily. Okay. So it tells you where to store it. It tells you the cautions of it. Make sure you keep it out of the reach of your kiddos, because this is a strong oil and it might not be as great for them. Okay, so we do have 2 different lines of oils just because the FDA has told us that we have to have 2 different lines, which that brings me back to why other oils are cheaper, because the FDA does not regulate essential oils. So even though they do not regulate it, this is why we have Seed to Seal. Seed to Seal is our promise to you guys, like I said before, whereas other companies do not have that promise, and they could put basically whatever they want to put in there and call it 100% pure, which, if you look at it and you are getting a good quality of oil, it's going to be expensive. If you get a low quality oil, like, okay, let's do an example. Lavender oil, Young Living, $20. Lavender oil, Dollar Tree, or the Now, $4 to $1. That's, you can tell the difference. So which one would you want to pay, knowing that you're going to get a great quality of oil, or something that it might be good, it might not be, who knows? I wouldn't want to use it. I wouldn't want to put it on my body or my kid's body. I want to make sure that my kids have the best, because their skin is sensitive, and I don't want something that tells me that I can't use it on their skin for things that I need to use it for. So back to Seed to Seal and where they get their oils from on the plants. So they get them from the shrubs. They get them from the flowers, the trees, roots, branches, bushes, fruits, the rinds of fruits, the resin, herbs, you name it, they get it from it. Not one plant will go by and they don't use something from that plant, okay? Which that is, to me, that tells me that even though, yeah, they're farming these, but I know that the plants that they're farming from are being taken care of and they're not being used in a negative way. They're helping people. So, and creating jobs. So why not? Carrier oils. I know you guys have heard me talk about those. Carrier oils are basically like a fatty oil, like olive oil or coconut oil. You can use jojoba, castor oil. What are some other ones? Can't think of any other ones, but those are the main ones that you can use with any of this. And when in doubt, you always dilute anyways. If I'm not 100% sure how my body's going to react with it, I use a carrier oil with it first, just to kind of see. And then if I need it to be a little bit more potent, that's what I do. So, there are 4 different types of grades of oils, if you did not know. There is the authentic, which means that there's 100% pure with no added synthetics or other things inside the bottle, which these are the young living ones. They have the manipulated, which means that the final product has been made to smell more pleasing and less earthy. Some of the heavier molecules have been stripped out, or other things have been introduced to enhance the aroma. Perfume oils are not pure. They are mixed with synthetics to enhance the aroma. These oils have no therapeutic action, and frequently solvents are used to extract from the plant. And then you have your synthetics, that are oils that are not true oils at all. They smell nothing like organic plants and are typically labeled as scented products. Those are your synthetics. So if you get an essential oil that's supposed to smell like a birthday cake, it's probably not what it's supposed to be, okay? So just kind of do your research, you know. I can't stress it enough. Do your research. Applying your oils, you have topical, which is on your skin. You have aromatic, which is in your diffusers. And then you have your digesting, so which is through your mouth. So the English, way back when, and probably still now, applied them topically and they just rub it into their skin. That's how we got our topical. The French used to ingest them, which they probably still do. And we got the diffuse and inhaling them by the Germans, okay, which is the most effective method, and it doesn't pass through your digestive system. So basically what this is saying is, if you do have a need, inhale. Sorry, my dog moved my table. Inhale it because it gets through your system a lot quicker, okay? Which that's always really super awesome. And we have so much stuff to be able to support your body, from your skeletal, your muscular, circulatory, your endocrine, your respiratory, your immune system, hormones, brain health, a healthy weight, emotions, spiritual support, and your stress. We have so much stuff that can help you support all of these systems and all of these things, which by all means, I will change everything in a heartbeat just to make sure that I'm taking care of my body, okay? A little does go a long way. Most of our oils are between $10 and $30. They're sold in 5 milliliters and 15 milliliter bottles. The 5 milliliter bottle contains about 90 drops, and the 15 is about 250. You only need about 1 to 3 drops per application. So you can get anywhere between 40 to 90 drops in application for a 5 milliliter and 83 to 250 for a 15. Which then you can even break down even more on price and see how much you're going to be saving with those compared to a candle. Which you can't leave a candle running all day. A diffuser you can. So why not? And plus, the Thieves Cleaner, you can even save so much money on that because it's only about $1.50 to even make 1 bottle of Thieves Cleaner, because you have to dilute it, and that is super awesome. So why I use glass bottles over plastic? I use glass because it won't break down the integrity of that bottle, because the oils are potent, because of my Thieves Cleaner. They won't eat away at the glass or the stainless steel bottles, because if they are plastic and they are not chemically tested on oils and stuff, that can actually eat away at the plastic, and that's not what you want, because if you do that and you have it eat away at the plastic and you store it away, you're gonna have a mess inside of your counters or inside of your storage place, wherever you may keep them, okay? So that's one of the biggest things. You want to make sure that you are using glass for spray bottles or for rollers or for whatever case may be, or stainless steel, because those are typically what you need to use, okay? So a little bit of fun facts on oil history before we get off here. I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. So oils were actually mentioned in the Bible in Genesis chapter 37, when the slave traders took Joseph buried spices, balm, and myrrh. Myrrh is essential oil. Joseph's father was anointed with myrrh for burial in Genesis. Jesus was given frankincense, myrrh, and gold. Oils were mentioned 1,100 times, directly or indirectly, in Scripture. Some of the oldest cultures still use essential oils. And it was after World War II when essential oils were rediscovered, the science on their uses grew every single year. So way back when Jesus was born, essential oils was there. When World War II was there, they were rediscovered. They were doing research on them and how great that these products could be for people's health. So if I have a need for it, why not? Why not give it a try? Don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try it. I promise. And like I said, if I get friends that say, oh, I don't believe it, I tell them, hey, come over into the house when you need a need. I will give you an oil that will be able to help you, and we'll see. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. No, I promise you, you will believe it. I have a friend that actually had her end up getting her signed up because at first she didn't believe me. Her husband had back pain, and I was like, hey, I got something for that. Let me put some Panaway on there and some deep relief. I promise you it's going to work. She's like, it won't go. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. He didn't believe me either. They put it on there within 5 seconds. 5 seconds, guys, 5. He had no back pain. Okay? It works for me when I have my back pain. So I was like, if it works for me, let me try it on you and see if it works for you. By all means, it worked for him. Now, saying that, I am not a doctor. I will not tell you that these can take away from any kind of pain medication that the doctors give, any of that kind of stuff. So don't, and I quote, do not, this is a disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I am not a physician. I cannot tell you to get rid of all of your medications on all of your stuff inside of your house, to replace it with this because these are miracle workers, because I cannot. I am not a doctor. I am not a doctor. I'll say it again. But if I can give my personal testimony and I can give my people that I have let use my stuff, their personal testimonies, I think it's worth it. Lavender is really great for sleep support. I use lavender on my kids almost every single night. If we have respiratory issues, we use our Raven oil because it helps us. It helps support our respiratory. Panaway, that I use Panaway because I was in the military for 10 years and my knees and my ankles are shot. My back is shot. And literally I've used Panaway on my knees, all of my joints, and it literally has helped take that joint discomfort and help get rid of it for me, to give me more comfortability. So why not use it? Why not get the benefits of something that is healthy for you to be able to go in the long run? So this is my little spiel about why I chose Young Living. I know I kind of got off a little bit of subjects a little bit and whatnot, but I just want to, just let you guys know that Young Living, I'm not tooting Young Living's horn or any of that kind of stuff. I'm not tooting my own horn on it. But do your research. That's all I can tell you guys. Just do your research on your oils, on your products in your house, all that kind of great stuff. And if you guys have any questions, comment below, like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And if you have any questions, I will get back to you. Just comment them and I will reply. And then we can go from there. But I'm super excited to be able to share my journey with you guys and all of our DIY projects that we're doing with our Young Living products and our natural DIY stuff. So I'm actually super, super stoked. I cannot wait until tomorrow to come back on here and show you guys how to make DIY lip balm. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day, guys.